Yo, what's good, man? It's your favorite Carolina fellow, Jimmy D, man. You're now tuned in to Let's Kick It 295. Your fly-ass co-host, Shakir, couldn't be in today, so I'm going to hold it down for us at the home team. You already know how we do it. Today, man, we got a special guest, special guest for sure. All the way from right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Man, we got my homie, Hollywood Hemi, he in the building right now. Let's go. I would say woo, but, Shakir don't want to do that.
What's going on, brother?
What's good, my dog? How you feeling?
I can't complain, man. I'm blessed, man.
Hey, every day is a blessing to be here. So definitely, I agree with you on that, man. What all we got coming? I'm not gonna say what we got coming in the coming days, but how has your 2021 year been? We all know what you kind of been going through in the public eye, but what would you say in your eye?
I'm blessed, man. Everything been smooth for the most part or whatever, man. Just maintaining, trying to get better every day.
Right. Facts.
No matter how good we're doing, I feel like we can always get better.
Yeah, every day, and that's at everything we do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I would love to know, as far as Hemi, let the people know who is Hollywood Hemi. I don't know much about you personally, but if you had to meet a stranger, what would you tell them about who is Hollywood Hemi, those type of things?
Who am I? I'm simple, man. I'm the everyday nigga, man. I'm the nigga you run into. I'm the nigga you run into when you out at the grocery store, goddamn in the club, wherever, man. I'm a father, an uncle, a brother, a son. You know what I mean? I try to be you. I want people to be relatable because I am you. You know what I mean? We're the same people.
Big facts. I can respect that. I kind of move in a similar aspect, how you saying, like, a day-to-day life type of thing.
Right.
I really respect that for sure. But growing up in the Ville, how was it for you? Like, what created you or molded you into even that type of mindset?
I think situations and circumstances, man. Like, we only as good as our reaction to situations. So, like, like some people might have went this way, but I feel like, I try my best to go that way because it's easy to not be here.
It's easy to follow.
You feel me? Like, it's easy to get wrapped up in shit around this motherfucker. I'm sure in other places too, but I can only speak for here because this is where I was born and raised at. It's easy to get wrapped up. It's easy to be on a fucking 20-year bid. It's easy to be up the street in the goddamn box. You feel me? Like, that shit easy, bro.
That's real. No, that's real. Like, so you speak on as far as, like, situations. That's what basically helped you grow. So I would say, what's some of the toughest, or one of the toughest obstacles you done had to overcome?
In life?
In life, yeah.
The first, I believe, hardest shit that I had to get over was my oldest brother going to prison. My oldest brother went to prison for almost 10 years or whatever.
Oh,
so,
man.
like, you gotta think, like, we ain't had no dads and shit. It was just us, moms, aunts, you know what I mean? And we kind of, like, raised ourselves. But him being the oldest, he was kind of like a father, a brother, a cousin, like everything I needed him to be, you feel me? So he went to prison and I felt on an island. So, like, me dealing with that shit was almost like losing a loved one, like almost like he died type of shit, you feel me? So, like, I think that was the first hurdle in my goddamn adult life, and that took a major toll on me. And then, like, more current, like, my youngest brother passed away like 2 years ago.
And so, when you're speaking of the brothers, just want to clarify, because I kind of know that situation as far as, we talking about 7?
Yeah.
7 and Kit,
right?
Correct?
Right.
Okay. Long live KI.
7 in the prison, Kit passed away, yeah. So, like, almost the same situation, but different, you know what I mean?
Different elements.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you had a celebration moment when 7 came home.
When 7 came home, we had a celebration moment. It's like it was for a blink of an eye, like, we all back together. And then, you know what I mean, like, probably a year and some change later, we lost brother or whatever. So, like, yeah, that's probably the most like, trauma and most shit I've dealt with. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Got you. I can definitely respect that. Like I said, my love, my heart go out to you guys, the whole team, the whole family, definitely on that situation. I know it ain't nothing easy. Cause,
no doubt.
Hey, I had to go through a similar situation with my own stepbrother, those type of things.
For sure.
Would you say, turning to music, would you say that kind of like made you a better individual?
A better individual
as far as like, your day-to-day or just in general, getting off your that's kind of like, most people say music is their therapy. So for you, do you feel like the music is your therapy and that maybe helped you become a better individual as well, as other situations?
Yeah, I believe we all use music as therapy. Not even just artists, just like, you know what I mean, like just the message from different goddamn artists that you receive going through different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might have this artist when you feeling up, you might have this artist you feeling down, got this artist you going through a relationship breakup with you and your girl, like, you know what I mean? So I think that's for anybody. But as far as like creating the music for actual artists, I think that's very therapeutic. I think it's therapeutic, like for sure.
Yeah. So as far as when it comes to like you said, like the 7, because I also know like in your beginning work, you know, you got the time to tell and those type of things, where 7 was mentioned quite often. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the type of niche, you know what I'm saying? That's going to help you get through.
Because I try to be private as possible, being in a small city, like everybody know you, especially when you popular or whatever. Yeah. So I try to be as private as possible. So the things that people may not know about me, I put it in the music. You know what I mean? Like, and that's probably like my personal life. I don't got much of a personal life because I try to be pretty honest on records. And you know what I mean? I'm going to let you know what you don't see or whatever. So just the struggles that I was going through with 7 not being around, and also just shouting him out and giving him his flowers and shit during the earlier tapes. And now kind of like on the later tapes, it's kind of like that with Kick, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did 7 ever express to you like how much that helped him get through a situation if he ever was able to hear the music?
Man, that man done called me crying before, bro. He's like, yo, like, man, I've been going through your catalog and all this shit since I've been home. This been like 2 years or whatever.
Okay.
Like, well, he been home, I think, almost 3 years or something close like that. But it's been like 2 years around the time when he was first coming home and shit. He's like, yo, I've been going through your catalog. He like, yo, this shit crazy. And it's like 7 in the morning. He's on the phone. He's crying. First he scared me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He like, bro, man, these songs and this song fit and like this shit was just like, you know what I mean? I guess like heart wrenching. Like like it was just amazing to him. He like, yo, this shit is crazy, bro.
Brought him back.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. For sure. But not just coming from him, but having those reactions and responses from the general public. In general, is like, okay, damn, somebody goddamn, I'm getting a message through to somebody. You know what I mean?
And I feel like that everything that you have message driven. Everything that you do, you know, musically is message driven.
Right, for sure.
Now I know we're speaking about you, but I'm gonna shift gears a little bit, just a tiny bit, because a lot of people wonder this. I even wondered myself. You know, currently, last year, 2021 December, Let's Kick It 295 and Bandem the podcast dropped the top 26 artists. You know, we did 26 artists, and you was on there. What's your perspective on list, and how do you feel about it? Like, is that something important, or is that something? I'm gonna say list and accolades, so you can divide it down if you want to, or chop it up a little bit.
I mean, at an early point in career, which I mean nobody's really made it to like a global stage yet. I don't think it's as important. I think people get wrapped up in that shit more than, and they give it more than it's worth or whatever. Like I see the comments and all the shit on like Facebook and Instagram and shit, and I see niggas, grown ass men, work themselves into a frenzy about a fucking list that nobody made. Not saying nobody, but fucking Jimmy Iovine ain't make the list. Fucking Birdman ain't make the list. This a nigga that go to work at the hall plant every day made a list. And niggas be going crazy. Like and personally, like not even on no cocky shit or no trying to, you know what I mean, shine on nobody, whatever, but like the people on the list don't belong on the list with me, bro. Like I feel like certain niggas is top tier. Like niggas want too much recognition and you ain't done shit. Like what have you done to be on the list with Hemi? What have you done to be on the list with YOLO, with Cakes? Like what have you done as far as are we talking on the local level?
No, that makes sense.
We talking on what have you done to be on the list with these artists? You know what I mean? So like that's why it's politics, man. I don't get wrapped up in that shit.
That's fact. That's fact. Do you feel like it's a sense of entitlement almost for most of these artists?
I think people need shit to keep them going, man. Like that's with anything. And like, bro, like, damn, I see my name on the list. Yeah, I'm pumped up, whatever. But like, really, like that shit ain't, like I said, when you ain't done shit, what have you done?
I'm gonna be real, and I'm just go ahead and give y'all an inside scoop right here from the list. Let's Kick It 295 fought for him to be on the list. Not saying that it had to be much of a fight, because it wasn't much of a fight. But a lot of the subject, the topic matter did come on of like, Hemi ain't dropped nothing. I'm like, did y'all forget?
Right.
He dropped early in the year one song. He has dropped this year, but he's doing more streaming numbers than most of these guys. 6, 7 tapes.
Right. Facts.
How important is it for you to have that, like we always spoke offline, like timeless music?
I think that's the I think that's a part of the plan because you want it. Because at one point in time, it's gonna end for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
as far as like not even just music, but everything. So you want people to goddamn wake up 10 years from now and be like, damn, I wanted that time until still go or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I think that's dope, man. And then like I said, like I don't give a fuck about the list, but I dropped that
Never Fold
at like this time last year, like January, February last year or whatever. And that shit did almost 500,000 streams. Like high 300, almost 400,000 streams. And I mean, like,
it's
man, the proof be in the pudding, man. Like niggas that drop videos every other day. Niggas that drop 3 mixtapes this year and they did 10,000 streams. You ain't been on no goddamn social outlets. You ain't like, what have you done, man? Like that's what I'm trying to get. Not even like trying to bash motherfuckers, but like, what do you want so much recognition for? What have you done? Right. Like, you haven't done anything. You dropped a couple videos, dropped a couple albums. Your homeboy said it was fire. I'm the hottest in the city. Like that shit don't. We can't grow like that. Like we can't grow, and a lot to do with that is the people around you. Like these people around you gassing you, but you're not going nowhere. You stagnant. You in the same spot. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that all the way. That's really like how much we talk about it so much offline in the offices and those type of things. We definitely get into it and try and see how we can push the city music scene forward. You know, and it's not just even just the city. We trying to figure out how to bring artists like yourself, YOLO, those type of things, and attach ourselves to what y'all got going already, and then go ahead and take it to different states. We need to start taking the whole camp to different states, those type of things, and take over their city and let it be known that hey, these guys need to be nationally recognized at some point in time. Whether y'all want to do it independently or whether y'all want to get signed, a lot of people got different plans.
For sure.
So I definitely I'm glad we was able to chop and discuss that because a lot of people have actually came like, yo, why Hemi ain't post y'all this? I said, who knows? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what.
Like I just try not to get into it. Like it's cool to see lists. I've seen lists and I haven't been on there. I've seen lists. I am on there. I've seen like
it ain't a Grammy.
Yeah, like it just be like it almost be like I don't know, man. It just be weird, man. And I just try not to let internet shit and like politics and social media and that kind of shit interfere with what I'm doing or my feelings or my goals or what I, as far as music shit anyways, you feel me? So like I just, it's just sweeping under the rug.
Facts.
But other grown men, I see have temper tantrum, like I see niggas flip out about this type of shit. Niggas that get up here, man, fuck that. Me and my squad, I goddamn kill everybody. Bitch, we goddamn all
it ain't no need for all that. It's just a list, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got their own opinion.
Man,
so, that's just
weird,
how it goes.
Man. Shit weird.
Now, we talk about timeless music, so I love to get into a little bit of your older content that I rock with myself. So Time Will Tell, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes, what type of things come to your mind when you hear records like Drugs, Tony the Tiger, Fed? Like when you hear those titles, what runs through your mind?
Fun. Like I had fun making Time Will Tell, man. Like that's when my heart was in the music, like to the max. Like the whole movement that I created, Dead Play, and the Time Will Tell series, and like just the process of putting it together, all the people that was involved, like that shit was fun, man. That shit, like, okay, I could do this shit forever. Like that shit was fun, man. And like I'm trying to get back to that point now where okay, this shit is fun, but like it's not a job, it's not a competition. I'm having fun, like, you know what I mean? So I think that's important with making music and with anything that you decide to do in life. Like you need to be enjoying the shit. So,
that makes sense. I like that. Why Time Will Tell? And like you said, well, you kind of just told me to create a process. You have fun.
Time Will Tell. What you mean, the title?
Yeah. Why the title Time Will Tell?
Because I feel like time will tell everything. Like time, like everything is a matter of time, man. Like everything is a matter of time, man.
Yeah, I mean that's simple. Like dry, straight to the point.
It's that simple, man. Like it's that simple, man. And that's a series. I'm gonna make I want to do a 3 this year, but we about to do Red Wedding, and then I got the Coldest Winter series, the 2 coming out to that, and then I want to do Time Will Tell 3, but I want that shit to be like
bigger than the other 2.
I want that shit to be crazy, man. But people have like Time Will Tell 3 could be my best album ever. It could be goddamn crazy as hell. But you got like your Stan fans that's always gonna be like Time Will Tell the best shit ever in the world. He's never gonna be able to put that out. That nigga can make some shit win a Grammy. That shit ain't better than Time Will Tell. I feel like you got those people. So,
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's
I just feel like niggas be like that, man. Like,
most consider that Time Will Tell project straight classics and arguably your best work out.
Right.
How does that like you said, like how does that make you feel? Like you don't think, like you just said, basically going off what you're saying, like you don't think you would be able to show people that you can kind of overcome Tom and
I
Tell?
think it was just fresh and it was new. Like people like new and fresh, but Tom and Tell 2 was good as hell to me. Like I think, you know what I mean? Like Tom and Tell 2 was good. Like I've had a lot of people tell me that Cold as Winter was their favorite Hemi ever. Like it just kind of depends. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
What you into, where you at, what you doing when the music comes out. Because music is like a soundtrack for people's life. So if I'm going through this and you drop this and it's helping me cope through this or it's my vibe through this, then like, yeah, this is my favorite shit. You feel me? So
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Yeah, I feel like that happened. The timetable got a lot to do with it too.
I don't know. I'm stuck in between. Like you said, Tom and Tell and Coldest Winter ever. Those are my two that I got.
Right.
What's the easiest thing to do? Make a choice or sacrifice? I'm sorry. Make a choice or sacrifice something.
Make a choice or sacrifice something. To sacrifice something, you have to choose to do. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me? You can't make a sacrifice without choosing to make the sacrifice.
If you deep, I had to seal that for a minute because I didn't even think about it myself. Yeah. But okay,
like choices and sacrifices was just like I said, it was just fitting for whatever. That time period. Like we dropped Time and Tell 1, now 2. We trying to figure out like I sacrificed a lot of time, energy, money, family, relationships, like, and I chose to do that because I was trying to get to another level. You feel me? So like it was choices and sacrifices. Like what can I do to level up? What can I sacrifice? What can I give up? These people gonna be mad with me, but I gotta step away from them. Like I'm, you know what I mean? Because I was trying to get to where I was getting to.
Right.
And I feel like I was very, very close, and then tragedy came, and it kind of like I halted.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Now, as far as like you said, once tragedy came, this is in between the time of what 2017, 2018 type of thing.
2019.
19. I'm sorry. So I'm a little ahead of the time. So before that, a lot of people don't know In Between Time came out. I don't think.
Do you know In Between Time came out? 19.
19?
17 was Time and Tell. 18 was Time and Tell 2.
Yeah.
19 was In Between Time. But 19 was, but it was after my brother passed away.
Got you. Okay, so that's why I get the times mixed up. But I do know In Between Time came. Do you feel like people missed In Between Time or went on people's head?
Nah, I don't feel like that at all. In Between Time was hard as fuck.
I believe it.
You got Perky Patron on In Between Time.
Yep.
Bases Loaded on In Between Time. 8577, like Relax Your Mind, goddamn Choice and Sex. Like I thought that shit was dope as fuck.
Too.
And we did. It was 7 songs. I think we did like 5 visuals.
It was 5. Well,
it's 4 or 5 visuals.
I know I seen 3 at least.
We did Perky Patron visual, 8577 visual.
Does you the Bases Loaded visual?
Bases Loaded visual, Choices and Sacrifice visual. That's 4. It was 7 tracks on there. Yeah, so like I thought it was dope. You know,
I feel like it was a good.
It had big records besides like Drugs and Only the Real. I believe probably Perky Patron was one of my bigger records. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was on there. Fucking Bases Loaded, that was on there. So.
Do you feel like you should have held those records and went to, maybe save them for an album?
Save them for an album, like Time and Tell 3 or
something. Something like that. Make it bigger.
Nah, because like I said, it's time relatable. Whatever was going on at that time, like, I think the shit was fitting, man. I think the shit was fitting. Like on Bases Loaded, I dropped Bases Loaded. And I spoke on, I brought a multi-platinum artist to the hood. Shout out Jasper Street. I wore all my jewelry, no security, 50 racks on me. Set the city off. You feel me? Like, you wasn't born in Cape Fear Valley. How can you not root for me? I can't hold that. I need to.
Yeah, you gotta let that go.
I want you to hear this shit because like, if you was born in Cape Fear Valley, how can you not root for me? Like, that's how I'm feeling at the time about, you know what I mean?
That's facts.
Everything that's going on everything that's going on at the time or whatever. So I feel like that shit was needed. Like, I'm gonna say what I need to say, and then I make so many records and so many dope records. I'm never gonna feel like, oh, this is my dopest shit, this is my hardest shit. Right. I ain't gonna be able to top this. Like, hell no, I'm gonna keep dropping that.
Nah, that makes sense. Yeah, now, speaking of bringing the multi-platinum artists, shout out Jasper Street. I'm trying to get the lines right, but doing that for the hood, doing that for the city. Man, how did that make you feel in that moment? I can only imagine, like us outside looking in. When that time came, man, everybody was excited. Moneybagg Yo in the building, right. In the city, those type of things. Like, how did that make you feel?
It was dope, but I feel like I did it for maybe the wrong reason. Like, it was almost to please the city. Like, I want the city to be a part of it and to back me and be on my, you know what I mean? Be on me so hard that I kind of did that for the city. But the city ain't
showing no love for it.
They showed love. It was about.
They came out.
Yeah,
I know that part. Yeah.
It was just like, it streamed real good. Video, like everything did good, but it's just like the city ain't. The city just ain't it, bro. And the city ain't fucking with niggas until they not gonna help you get there. But once you're there, they gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You from the Ville.
Man, born and raised, bro.
Yeah, that's what they gonna say. They know me, dog. No, I know they know, but that's how it is.
These folks know me, bro. Like, if shit was to do what it's supposed to do tomorrow, ain't nobody gonna be like, who is this nigga? Where he go to school at? Who is his mama? What neighborhood he grew up in? Ain't people know me, dog. I've been around these people my whole goddamn life. So it's never gonna be a question about who I am or is he from the Ville or no Ville shit ever, you know what I mean? But I just feel like they not gonna be there until you at a certain level. Then it's gonna be, hell yeah, I went to school with him. I knew goddamn his baby mama. Oh, we used to goddamn.
Yeah, he been doing this. He been doing that.
And I feel like that shit is that shit's so weak, man.
It's weird though.
Cause shit that niggas is doing, not even speak no names or nothing. Shit that niggas is doing, I already did that. But cause I don't have that global look. That global look it's almost overlooked. You feel me? Like,
that's smart. That's true.
I've been goddamn doing fucking toy drives.
Yeah.
Halloween drives. I gave out TVs at my Halloween drive. We goddamn gave out Thanksgiving. Fuck Thanksgiving. We in homeless shelters giving out food. Goddamn. I have a Christmas toy drive every year.
Yeah.
We do book bags. Shout out my dog, goddamn Leon, from down my way. Okay. We do book bag drives for going back to school. Goddamn. Certain people might just hit me up on some bullshit off Facebook, fans and shit that I don't even know. Like, yo, my kid, we need a bike, or we need goddamn this and that, or whatever. But I'm like, cool. Never posting no shit on Facebook trying to get no clout off of it. I help them. Like, and that may be the thing too, because I never make it a media thing or a public thing to try to get recognition or clout off of it. But I feel like some shit, if you know, you know.
Right.
Like some shit, if you know, or whatever. So like, I mean, just I've been doing that shit, bro. Like, so when I talk about being a legend and being Fayetteville and this and all this shit, like all of this shit wraps up, intertwines with that shit.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And that's what kind of like what, like you said, intertwined. So that's what kind of makes a legend. In a sense. Right. Even moves in the shadows and move when the lights is on. You know what I'm saying?
On top of the music and the body of work and the movement and who I am, like all of that together, it makes, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
So once you went by Rich Hemi, now we got Hollywood Hemi. Why the change?
It was Rich Hemi, but when I dropped Tom and Tell in Tom and Tell 1, I just dropped it under Hemi. But it was like a rock band or some shit named Hemi, so people was like, yo, we can't find your shit, or we looking for your shit. And it's like rock and roll shit coming up, so I was like, fuck, I gotta pick a shit. Yeah. And we was gonna go Rich Hemi, because you know they call me Rich and shit. So we was gonna go Rich Hemi, but it sounded too close to Rich Homie. So we like, damn, that's kind of throwing a red flag. So we like, man, fuck it. One of my homeboys, he used to always call me Hollywood though, like it's Hollywood. So he was like, man, let's just do Hollywood here, man.
It's part of the shades.
Yeah.
I barely see you without shades. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, that shit funny as hell, goddamn. One of his homegirls, Dre's homegirls, hit on one time. He was like, I see him last night with no shades on for the first time in my life.
I know they had a geek like.
She like, I seen his eyes. I'm like, shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, every time I see this, I mean, they're like, oh yeah, man, I seen. I be like, he had shades on. Like, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely dope, man. To even just know that. I never really knew that for myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't really speak on it because you know, but. It was
for searching and streaming purposes, man. That makes sense. It was for service and shit. But I would be Rich Hemi if it was up to you. I would be rich, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with Hollywood.
Speaking of, but I mean, as far as like being rich, you know what I'm saying? You know, like legends being rich and those type of things. How do you feel about financial literacy when it comes to those type of things? Like, you know, making sure that your assets are in proper places, those type of things, and growing to be a bigger, you know.
I think people need the knowledge of gaining financial literacy. Like, it's starting there. Like, you gotta, with anything, like, you gotta want to know. Like, I want to know about these stocks. I want to know about the housing market and flipping houses and Bitcoin and fucking how to get cars and shit on Turo, and I want to know about credit, and you know what I mean. You gotta want to know. You feel me? Like, because it be in your face. Like I just named out 6 things now. Damn, let me goddamn look for it. Let me Google it. Let me YouTube goddamn housing. Let me YouTube how to fix my credit. Like, you gotta had the will to want it. You feel me?
That's fact. That's fact.
For sure.
As far as that goes, we're gonna hop into what you mentioned earlier. You say you have Red Wedding.
Yeah.
Now is this a Red Wedding project? We talking album, mixtape?
I mean, I'm approaching everything like an album, but I mean,
okay.
it can be a mixtape, an album, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a body of work, man. It's Red Wedding. It's probably about 8 or 9 songs on there. We finalizing everything. We'll probably be in stores in about 2 weeks or whatever.
Okay. So that's what we're gonna actually kind of hone in on that because we got a little inside scoop. We got a little chance to listen to a little bit here and there, those type of things. I'm gonna be real RNS, but we're gonna call it rich nigga shit.
For sure.
That's exactly what it is. That's one of the hottest records that I like for sure. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it should be on every radio platform.
For sure.
In every club. It's that type of record.
Yeah, it's that vibe though. And that's the vibe I was going for with his album because the last one was Coldest One and it was more of a down vibe and a chill vibe and a struggle vibe and you know what I mean, motherfucker going through some shit I can relate to this type of vibe. So I'm like, I want to turn it up because I got motherfuckers is like, when you gonna drop that drugs again? When you gonna drop that motherfucker?
They want that type of energy.
They want that.
Yeah,
so like, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. And we just put it together, man. And that shit is crazy. Like you said, definitely a club record. Could be a very, very big club record.
Every DJ need to have it from here to Timbuktu for sure. I ain't gonna care about that. These niggas hustling backwards. I try to get them the game. How does that make you feel when you try to give a certain person some game and then you go see them hustling backwards again?
Same shit that we just talked about, like financial literacy and shit. Not saying that I got all my shit together, but you know what I mean? At least a motherfucker trying to take steps in the right direction. You feel me? Like now niggas is all about making a motherfucker think you a certain way or, you know what I'm saying? Or being in a motherfucker face. Oh, I look like this. They seeing me. Ooh, but oh, wow, niggas ain't, you know what I mean? Got a pot to piss in.
Yeah, they popping this and they doing that in the club and then they going back to the match on the floor.
Exactly.
Type of thing. Your morals messed up at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can feel that.
And you try to get niggas game and some niggas accept it, some niggas take it as hate or this nigga Hollywood or, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
man.
Oh, he think he better than me.
Niggas be in their own way, man. Niggas be in their own way.
Facts. Still kind of under the umbrella of like, financial literacy, those type of things. You spoke on Closing on the Home in the record July 27th.
Right.
Title right, I believe.
Right.
As far as that, how important, like I said, again, how important is that to have other assets like, homes? And I guess it's kind of like, in a sense, the same question from prior, but like I think somebody inside scoop, somebody told me that you kind of like have a Nipsey mindset.
Yeah.
So what do you plan to do outside of music? With type of different assets.
That's the thing. I think it's just having multiple hustles and multiple streams of income or whatever. Cause like I said, nothing lasts forever. You feel me? Like niggas, like it's gonna be a point in time where it's not gonna be a Hollywood Hemi. I'm just gonna be me. Right. The music and all that shit is gonna be done. So like, I feel like niggas need other avenues and other ways and shit, man. And like we just spoke on, like the housing market and flipping houses and even just owning a home for your family. I think that's important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Would you buy the house first or the car?
The house. You talking about to live in?
Yeah, and I'm just saying in general when it comes to, let's say you didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
And you came up on your money, you done hustled it up.
It's about a house.
You buying the house or the car?
I buy the house for sure. I buy the house.
So you don't feel like you need transportation first to get back and forth to whatever you're doing?
What? I don't got no car at the time.
Yeah, you don't got neither one. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out which one.
Can I just buy a bullshit car and still get the house?
If that's what your money, suits. If that's how much you stacked up.
It depends there. But you got some people that might goddamn stay in an apartment, but motherfucker goddamn got the fly ass, crazy ass car.
I say they see a Lamborghini parked outside.
You feel me?
On the fifth floor.
I mean, it just depends on the person's mindset. I'd rather have a fly ass crib and a fucking Honda. You feel me? But my crib decked out like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that's personal. That's for me. That's for my children. So the world not really seeing this shit. So that's why people, they not getting nothing out of it. But when I pull up on you in a Lambo or in the Benz or the Range, I'm in your face. So, oh, hell yeah. But you're not seeing that I'm going back to the apartment with roaches and goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So like I said, it's what the people want.
That's why most of them ladies say, get the guys with the Honda outside the club. Not the Lambos. Them boys go back. We don't know where they going back to. Where she go on the Honda. They got good credit, trust me.
Sure.
As far as that goes, as far as another record that you spoke in, what would you spoke on actually being, you'd rather be real than famous? Or real over being famous. As far as that goes, what's your definition or your perspective on being real? Like, what's your definition of being real? How you become a real nigga or a real one?
like I said, I think it's what you do when the camera's not on you. What you do that some shit that nobody might never ever know in the world but you, and maybe who you did it for, or maybe not even. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that your integrity and your character, man, what make you. You know what I mean? Realer than, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Like going back to like the toy drives and certain shit or whatever. Like the shit that I did or do for certain parents, like I could see the reaction on their face, and the kid's face or whatever. Like this might have been it or whatever, and like to be able to do that shit feel crazy as hell. And I'm still not. I ain't on live like yo, like
holla at me. I'm in the city.
I'm not doing that shit, whatever. And it don't even matter to me that it's not the biggest in the world. Like the whole city not coming out, the whole goddamn whatever. But it's meaningful to some people and whatever. And so that's, you know what I mean. To me, that's being real. Over family.
Okay, now you did speak on character and integrity, so that's a part of the same situation when it comes to that. When you speak on character and integrity, now I'm as far as like what would make you question a man's integrity or character?
That same shit, pulling out that
phone.
Niggas
It's a weakness out here.
Niggas want recognition for everything, bro.
Yeah,
Niggas just want recognition for everything, man. And niggas, and then the extent that niggas will go to get to where they want to get to, bro.
Yeah.
Like niggas will do anything, bro. Niggas will sell their soul. Niggas will snake you. Niggas will whatever to get ahead. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Like, and that's character flaws. That's integrity flaws. That's moral flaws. That's goddamn how you was raised flaws. That's your circle flaws. Like, that shit is flaws there, bro.
Okay. And now we talking about. I know you spoken on your circle just now.
Right.
So I do kind of want to get into it because y'all kind of militant in a way. Dead Play.
Right.
Dead Play Entertainment, correct?
Right.
So the whole team, DPE. How do y'all make sure y'all keep everybody in line? I ain't say in line, but make sure everybody kind of move the same way with the same morals, integrity. You know, great character. Not out here acting.
Just being real, bro. Just love and just being real, bro. Like it ain't we didn't get together and write no manual or no blueprint or nothing.
Yeah.
It's just the love that I'm giving you, you reciprocating that shit. I ain't never trying to hold you a little boy. You know the extent I'm gonna go for you. Like I know the extent you gonna go for me. Like it's almost unwritten, unsaid, like or whatever. Like we ain't trying to do no goofy shit.
Right.
Niggas ain't trying to be on front scene. Niggas ain't competing with another motherfucking group or another nigga. Like niggas just solid. And then plus most of us blooded in. We got them like real family.
Say that's like real family.
And then the niggas that's not blooded in, they been around for 10 or 15 years. You know what I mean? So they just like family. They fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call my grandma. So like,
okay.
It's just that, man. It's just that keeping that shit tight like glue.
With Red Wedding dropping, what can we look forward to after that? Are we looking at like maybe a tour, or are we waiting? We sitting down? How we feeling?
Red Wedding, man. I want that shit to be big, man, because there's some big records on there. Almost like the In Between Time.
Okay, yeah.
It's like an EP, like a 7-8 EP, but it had big records on there. Like Red Wedding, they got Rich Nigga shit on there. They got CNB on there. They got fucking Me and B More got a crazy record on there.
Actually,
No Luck. Me and B More got a crazy record on there. So I feel like all those records can like really, really go crazy. So it's just we trying to put the visuals and shit together or whatever, and then I'm gonna drop. But then it's gonna be soon after that, Cold as Winter, because I want to drop Cold as Winter 2 before spring hit. You know what I mean? So I'm it's almost gonna be like a double project back to back. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some Hemi music flowing around, and we're gonna do major videos for that shit or whatever, and and just marketing and promo, man. We're trying to go viral, man.
Trying to see you outside for sure.
Yeah, I'm back outside for sure.
Yeah. Now, sure. Did that play any part with Red Wedding? Coming up with it, creating it. Like, yo, I gotta show these cats. You know, I'm here. Like, you know, what I'm saying, don't forget me in a sense. Or
Red Wedding, like. Long story short, it's kind of a story of betrayal. So like, you know.
Yeah, you explained that in Pandemic.
Yeah,
right?
It's kind of a story of betrayal. So in a sense, like I'm back with a vengeance. Like it's almost like I don't see nobody, so it ain't never no competition or nothing like that. But I gave niggas time. I gave niggas a chance. I gave like whatever, bro. Like it was on you. Like now, goddamn, get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Like, you know what I mean?
You had your time. Go ahead and get out of the way.
For
I feel that. Now it's going back right fast to BRNB More, No Luck. Y'all did that. You pretty much collab with him just about every project, almost.
Yeah.
What makes you bring him up the ladder in a sense with you. You know what I'm saying? Kind of make sure that's because honestly, I didn't know too much about Beyond Be More Chill, Relax Your Mind, and the one before that y'all did. I can't remember the one exactly the name of it right now, but I know Relax Your Mind was one of the ones that stood out to me. What makes you feel like, in the sense that is it the vocals or is it just it's deeper than that?
It's just somebody that I fuck with, man. Like I fuck with, bro. Like we was around the same people in the same circle a lot or whatever. That's still my brody or whatever.
Right.
We still, you know what I mean. He been on tour with me. We done goddamn, like I said, he one of the people pull up my grandma, call her grandma. Like that's my dog or whatever. But of course I met him through cornball.
Okay.
And it was just like a brother family type of thing or whatever, man. Like, I call that nigga, bro. I need a 16. Where you at? You know what I mean? Same way with him or whatever. And I think we make quality music, so it just be fitting.
Do you think it's gonna be? Is he the only feature? Or will there be any more features on Red Wedding, or we saving features for a later time?
He is the only feature on there. Yeah, he the only feature on there.
Okay.
He the only feature on there.
So I do want to know this. What's your relationship with the baby? South Coast Music Group, King Carter with Social Currency.
I mean, shout out to them, man. They cool people or whatever, man. I fuck with Rev and Carter them on Social Currency and shit, man. And my people, especially Rev, that's my boy. Him and Carter, they run the Social Currency and shit. We I mean, we had sit downs and shit, but we never, you know what I mean. You gotta think, man, with a lot of labels, like I done sat down with labels and shit, but like I'm not coming in on no little bullshit. Like you can't little boy me, you can't give me no fucking
I don't
chain.
need a loan.
You can't give me no chain, you can't give me no $50,000, you can't buy me no fucking Challenger. You feel me? Like I'm not on no little boy shit, bro. Break that motherfucking bag. You feel me? Like I'm trying to goddamn, you know what I mean? But like certain motherfuckers understand that though. I feel like they understood that. Like they felt like I was at a higher level than what, you know what I mean? I guess what they was doing or whatever. You know what I mean? So nigga, because when a lot of times when people get with these labels, they doing like artist development, and they building them up and they molding them into what they want them to be and da da da. But certain artists like myself, you can't do that because they already, you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but yeah, shout out to them though. I fuck with like I said, Rev, that's my dog, man. Social Currency, Carter, South Coast, AT cool, man. AT had a couple sit downs, but
man, that would be imagine.
Yeah. We had a couple sit downs, man. I honestly, I almost thought it was gonna happen one time or whatever because we had multiple sit downs, but it kind of didn't happen. And I, without saying too much, I kind of think he didn't want like two of the same artists, like almost like with me and Zach, almost like the same. You know what I mean? Kind of like trap rapper. You know what I mean? Type of setting. But I don't really consider myself a trap rapper though, because I'm you know what I mean? I can go from here to A to B to C.
You got more in your bag than just one.
Like my bag is crazy. My fucking layer pack is crazy with the music. So, but I mean, I feel like that's what it was. That couldn't have been. It could have been something different, but I feel like that was, you know, kind of, you know, what it was. Because like I said, we sat down several times or whatever. But shout out to him. Like,
I know you probably in your mind like how he even.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
But no, I mean, as far as like, you know, like I said, it's always good to know your perspective as far as like, you know, what type of if the interest is there, even because there's a lot of cats out here who really pushing the independent way.
Even with labels, I don't think it's just having the literacy of the internet. And marketing and the promo. That's all you need. But you just gotta figure it out though. Like, and I'm still there trying to figure it out. Like, damn, I just need to hit this one button and it could go there. You feel me? But it's just figuring out that one button to hit. Because really, right now, labels, you really don't need them, man. No. Like, you really don't need them. Like, if you get labeled, you just pretty much skipping the steps. But you can actually go through the steps yourself to get there. But the label just already got the strings to pull. You know what I mean? They got the button to push to have you in front of the whole U.S. They got the button to have you, you know what I mean, sitting down with London doing your beat. Like, you know what I mean? But you can get it yourself, but it's just going to be a little bit longer and it's going to be...
Take a little bigger bag.
The course, exactly. And
Sam going to take a bigger bag.
And that's a lot of it too. Like the money, even with the money, it's where you putting the money. Like, you know what I mean? I done spent thousands, $100,000 plus dollars in music, but I don't think I was always putting the money in the right spot. Like, you feel me? Like, you can spend $5,000 on this, $10,000 on this, and you don't get no result out of it. Yeah. I had a publicist, I was paying like $5,000 a month. God.
Like, as you can see, I don't play with that kind of money.
I had a pub that I was paying $5,000 a month, bro, and like, it never really, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like it's just having a literacy of what you're doing, where you're trying to get to, You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big part.
So that's something you're gonna take going forward when it comes with Red Wedding, making sure that everything is done from top to bottom type of thing in a sense to make sure everything's solid. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, I really love everything you done. I love what you stand for. I definitely appreciate you coming through here and sitting down with us at Let's Kick It 295 for sure. As you know, we're a growing platform and we gotta bring out the best out of everybody, you know what I'm saying? From the Yellow Rules, the Hollywood Hemis, and on further down. We even got some young cats. You got a young cat on your team right now, right? Is it Derek play Trey?
Trey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna bring him up here with me.
Man.
We working on some music. He might be on Red Wedding. But yeah, I want him to do an interview here and everything. I'm about to get him goddamn going. He'll be probably the next artist off of Dead Play to be, you know what I mean, making some noise and shit.
Okay.
I fuck with him. I fuck with the kid, Lil Ace too.
Lil Ace tough too.
Lil Ace tough, man.
Man, listen, I didn't know much about him until Cutter from Bandemic put me on him, and now I'm like, yo, he got the young homies in the chokehold in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He really making some moves, and I definitely make sure you.
And it's niggas like that I feel like just be needing. You know what I mean? They need more of a direction and guidance and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because when niggas that young, niggas is young and thugging. Like Ace ain't, he really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't playing the radio. So I feel like for his talent won't go to waste or for it won't be no it's too late moment or moment. Like, he just need that push and somebody behind him and say, bro, I would do this instead of this. And you know what I mean?
Right.
But I think he got all the mechanics that it takes to get to the next level in this shit.
So we got
the same thing with Trey.
I'm gonna say the same thing with Trey, those type of things.
For sure.
Definitely. So the youngins really got your ear versus the rest of them.
Because I got a label, man. So I'm always listening for music and shit or whatever. But it just got to make sense. And then, like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers be having motherfuckers in their ear and they don't know what to do. They just know what another motherfucker tell them. Because I tried to sign a kid, Jewels. He got a song called Treasure Chest. He got a song called Treasure Chest, and his sound is like melodic, but that shit crazy. It just sound like today's music. It sound like his flow and his sound is fucking crazy as hell. And like I reached out to him or whatever, and you know what I mean, he actually my people, little people, and my people had brought him to me like, bro, do what you can with him. So I'm knowing you goddamn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he just wasn't. He wasn't like, bro, I fuck with you. Nah, not that he wasn't focused. He was just like, bro, I fuck with you, but I ain't really trying to commit to nobody or whatever.
Gotcha.
But signing motherfuckers, I wouldn't be on no shit like I'm trying to own you, I'm trying to own your publishing.
Need your masters.
Goddamn, nah. I'm trying to level my team up. I'm trying to make goddamn Dead Play be this shit about to be crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to help you get on 295, get on Bandemic, get on, I know motherfuckers at the radio, I'm gonna have you down in goddamn Atlanta off the port, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to put you, you know what I mean?
In position to win or come up off the blueprint that you have for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if it worked for you, why wouldn't it work for the next person? That makes plenty of sense. As far as that, man, I like to go ahead and ask about Dead Play Pair, man. Like you said, we everywhere. Now I don't know if y'all operate out of Cali, but it sure seems like it. So Dead Play Pair, tell us a little bit about that. Most people would call it a merch line, but I feel like it's a clothing brand. It's earned its stripes.
We definitely we definitely based out of West Coast or whatever, man. And because the crazy shit is, I was actually gonna get a store. I was gonna get a boutique and put it in Fayetteville, but most of my sales come from like West and Texas and Chicago. You know they got the chart on there. They tell you 75 sales come from here, 10 like most of my shit from like Chicago, Cali, fucking Texas and shit. And that shit be like, wow, like these motherfuckers that don't know me, never see me or they supporting this shit more than motherfuckers that I grew up with. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, shout out my dog Reese or whatever. That's my business partner, my brother and shit, DP Reese. Yeah. We he pretty much handle the clothing or whatever. I just I do my model thing and shit. When they drop, I do my model thing and shit. But yeah, man, like that shit growing, man. Like we been getting bigger and bigger every year, man. Like that shit dope. It's dope having a fucking clothing line or whatever. And even if it's not in Fayetteville, I do want to one day have like a boutique for that shit.
Yeah, I feel like that would be fly to see.
And then start maybe a chain of that shit. Like, I got one in Chicago, one in Texas. Like, man, my mind think the biggest, bro. With everything I do, I want that shit to be like global.
Yeah. That's the way everybody should think, in my opinion, especially if you're in business. You gotta think about a global strategy now. Yeah, you gotta build your building blocks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But you do gotta go to that global situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey yo, Reese, you know, if you watch this, you know, just send me a pack. You know, talk to me about it. We'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Shoot, everything else, man. I mean, like I said, it seems like you got everything hemmed up. You got the music going. Yes, you got the clothing game going.
Yes, sir.
You a solid guy, stand up dude, man.
Yes,
I definitely. I know you a hooper, but you know we'll leave that for another time. When you come back, we'll talk about how the summer hoopers be going on because I've heard about them. I ain't been out there yet, but even that, you know, so I might need to come out there too. I ain't played in about 8 years. But,
okay.
You know, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
But definitely appreciate you for coming over here, man.
For sure.
Let them know who you are, where they can find you, and let them know about Red Wedding.
Hollywood Hemi, man, on every social site. That's my tag, Hollywood Hemi. Maybe Hollywood _ on Instagram. Everything else, Hollywood Hemi. Facebook, Twitter. I need to get a Clubhouse and all that crazy
yeah,
shit. It be a lot of wild shit. I need a TikTok too, man. I need a TikTok too. But yeah, I'm Hollywood Hemi everywhere, man. My new project, Red Wedding, man, that shit is dope, man. That shit definitely gonna give you that feel, that turn up feel. Spring about to hit, summer on the way. Like, that's definitely the goddamn anthem for the summer, Red Wedding. So be looking out for that. Dead Playa Apparel clothing line, be looking out for that. DeadPlayApparel.com. You can go on there and get, you know what I mean? We got everything from hats to socks to whatever, sweatsuits, shorts, everything on there. Like, we going global. Shout out my brother Reese again with that. Dead Play artists, Dead Play Trey, be looking for him as well. Yeah, man, we just working, man. We back, like I said, we back outside, bro, for sure.
Hey, as you heard it from him himself, we back outside. You never know. Stay tuned, because you know we got a couple things going on and behind the scenes. You know, you never know. You might see Hemi come right back to the city and do something major. You never know. So make sure y'all keep y'all ears open for that. Red Wedding. It is definitely on the way, and we definitely are excited to see this pop out. So definitely make sure y'all get ready, get them streaming platforms together. Make sure you subscribe to Let's Kick It 295 right here below. It's gonna go ahead and pop up somewhere here on the screen. And you know, I'm your favorite Carolina fella, Jimmy D. I got Hollywood Hemi from Dead Play Entertainment, further known as DPE. We're gonna be able to get a performance from you before you roll out of here, big dog.
Yes, sir.
So make sure y'all stay tuned right now. It's about to get live performance from Hollywood Hemi with a record off of Red Wedding.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want a baby with Megan Thee Stallion. I want a seat at the table, but everyone else in the building is Jew and Italian. Smoking cabanas, no rocks in my whiskey. Got 2 hired shooters, a model bitch with me. Gun in a purse, I done beefed up security. Gated my house just for extra insurity. Move like I live at the Capitol. These niggas biting, I don't give a fuck about Joe. Casualties rising, I let go to drink, but the way I've been feeling, gon' pour some more. Fed in the perkies, I put down the pills, but the way I've been feeling, gon' pop me one more. Extended clip poking, look like I'm excited. The way I've been feeling, I let that big out a new Glock, modified it with switches. Snipers on roof and a rock in the kitchen. I feel like Nino set my ending different. Ruger G money, but loyal ain't none of my niggas gon' beef over bitches. We fuck them and duck them, you love them and cuff them. 200,000 is duffel. She on a business, I you for delivery. Told the FedEx man to stop being weird to me. Package go missing, that nigga gon' hear from me. Sis called a char, that shit took like a year to be back. Just came on me already at 10 a week. I been put up, so you probably won't hear from me. Ice down my neck, but it's really the whip for me. Pussy was cool, but it's really her lip for me. You nigga funny, that little money tickle me. Keep going. Blacked out the car, just satin and tinted a decoy. I'm in a bucket of rental with 3 horse. I got these hoes from the ground, they ain't fine as they pictures, but I'ma still smash. She keep quoting me, talking about some assignments. Dick in her mouth, only time she be silent. I drive her crazy asylum. Young, rich, and free, and we wildin'. Don't want recognition for politics. My city know who I'm harder than my youngins. Come through and body shit, pushing weight. I do not body build. I got more money than niggas that got a deal. I know some niggas that's on and be robbing. Still talk my lab bitch how to vacuum seal straight out the project by way of the Ville. Fuck being famous, I wanna be real. Reach for my chain and get killed. Ain't going for nothing. These niggas cap, man, love it. I want a baby with Megan Thee Stallion. I want a seat at the table, but everyone else in the building is Jew and Italian. Smoking cabanas, no rocks in my whiskey. Got 2 hired shooters, a model bitch with me. Gun in a purse, I done beefed up security. Gated my house just for extra insurity. Move like I live at the Capitol. These niggas biting, I don't give a fuck about Joe. Casualties rising, I let go to drink, but the way I've been feeling, gon' pour some more. Fed in the perkies, I put down the pills, but the way I've been feeling, gon' pop me one more. Extended clip poking, look like I'm excited. The way I've been feeling, I let that bitch go, 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 go ahead, go, 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 go ahead. Yo, straight out the project. project by way of the Ville. Fuck being famous, I wanna be. Fuck being famous, I wanna be real. Hollywood Hemi.
Yeah, man, that was your boy Hollywood Hemi, who just wrecked the stage right here with a live performance of CMB off Red Wedding. Make sure y'all tune into that, man. I'm your favorite Carolina fella, Jimmy D. Shout out to my co-host, my fly ass co-host, Shakir, for sure, man. Make sure y'all also check out our sponsors, Playa Pair, and also Visionaries, man. See me on your site. We out of here, man. 2-6. You already know what's up.